welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have done this Lil makeup look ready for spring, summer. Do you like my backdrop? I like my backdrop a lot. So obviously I was inspired to do a yellow makeup look because of the backdrop. So I've done it with a nude lip and it's kind of like orangey yellow. I've done it with faux freckles. Yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of a play. I have to disclose, some of these products are gifted to me. Majority of them are actually bought by me, but some of them are gifted. But of course, my thoughts, feelings and emotions are just my own opinion. This video is not sponsored today, so yeah. You guys know that I popped up back on YouTube like a month ago and then I went again. I am going to be doing a video all about where I've been, why I keep disappearing, because I feel like you kind of are owed an explanation. There is one and there's a very good reason, but yeah, so I will explain that in another video and update you all. Now the boring stuff is over with. Shall we get into this video? Do you want to know how to make this look? Okay, so let's go on and I hope you enjoy. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do. Whilst I'm just brainstorming some ideas, let's just moisturize the face. So I'm taking the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. It looks thick and then when you put it on your face, it kind of goes into like almost like a serum moisturizer, like a water one. But yeah, so let's moisturize. Let's try and like massage these ideas into my head. I've got like a couple of photos from Pinterest, but I still, you know when you see a look sometimes and you're like, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I haven't had that. I think I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, go off camera, do one eye, come back on camera, zoom you guys in and show you how to do the eye look up close personal. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the look that I've decided to do. So the first shade that I actually went in with was this Colourpop New Mood palette. It was this shade here, which is Au Naturel, which this is a beautiful nude palette. So if you do like your browns and your orangey tones and your golds, that palette is pretty smash. So first of all, using the Morphe M504 brush, which is a really fluffy, it's like a dome brush really. Honestly, this thing, I don't know how I would do my eyeshadow without it. It is that good. So I'm just going to take the Au Naturel colour and the tiniest bit on my brush, like I am tapping, getting the excess off. I'm going to build this up slowly because I don't want it to be too brown because I'm going to fade it into the orange. I have primed my eyelids using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm going to drag it out a little bit. So I'm making like an outer V shape. I'm going to build a little bit more just at the bottom here. Cool, and like that is as heavy as I'm going to get. I'm not going to get any heavier than that. I'm just going to buff the shade in and just kind of make sure that it's really blended. Okay, and then for the yellow shade, I'm going to Take Flight from Colourpop. This is a single shadow and you can buy a palette and kind of make your own palette on top. I just love Colourpop shadows. I think they're one of the best. Same with Makeup Geek. I just love their single shadows. Then I'm going to take this shade on a Morphe M167 brush, which is like a flat natural haired brush. And I'm just going to pick up some of that shade, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to work this on the inner corner here. With yellow, you really have to build up the shade. Yellow hardly sticks to the eye. You could totally put down like a, you know, like the Too Faced glue. Shadow Insurance, it's like the best thing for sticking glitter, anything with pigment, like even if you put it on first and then put the yellow on top. Don't put too much, like the tiniest little bit. The yellow would really stick onto that. So I'm just going to keep building this up. Then for the middle section of the eye, I'm going to take the Neon Huda Beauty palette. This is like the pinky one. And I'm going to take this yellow shade here. So that shade I'm going to take on the Sigma E27 Detail Blending Brush. It's like a very slim blending brush. And I'm actually going to use this to pat it on. So I'm going to pat it onto the centre and kind of join it up. And then I'm going to use the brush just to wiggle in the crease line. So this yellow has a tiny hint of an orange undertone, which the other yellow that we used in this part here didn't. That was like a pure yellow shade. Then for the next shade, I'm going to be taking Bratty. This is also a Colourpop shadow. And I'm going to pick up the teeniest amount of the orange shade. And I'm just going to take that on my 227 Zoe Evo blending brush. And I'm just going to literally feather strokes. That was really aggressive, but feather strokes on the outer corner, basically where the brown is. I'm going to try and change the brown to have more of like an orangey tone, and I'm just going to start buffing that on. You don't want to be heavy-handed with this. And then I'm going to dip back into that yellow from the Huda palette and just go over it. Okay, so for the inner corner, I just wanted the tiniest little speck of like glitter or shimmer. So in the Huda palette, you've got this beautiful kind of pressed pigment. I'm going to take that, and this is a PC07 Peaches and Cream brush. And I'm just going to, quite aggressively actually, like shove it on. Again, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance would be amazing for this section right now. It would actually come out a lot more pigmented. So now for the outer corner. So I always like to do a kind of, okay, so I like to do like a shadowed wing. If you can see, showing this bit, you see how it goes down and then up on the outer corner? It gives you like a elongated kind of eye shape. I just prefer that style on my eyes. You don't need to do the step if you don't want to. So I'm going to take that nude palette again. This is from the Colourpop Nude Mood palette, and I'm going to take this brown here, which is called Moody, and this little brush was from Amazon maybe 6 years ago, and it's still going strong. I don't think they make these anymore. It's actually a tragic brush, but it's really good. So I'm just going to apply a tiniest little bit of shadow on the outer corner and then sweep it inwards, and then as I get on the outer corner bit, I'm going to kind of join it up to the top section. And then I'm going to go over with a bit more of the orange shade. So I'm just going to take a wing liner brush. This is the 317 from Zoeva. I'm going to line my lash line. Cool. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. This is the Mercier lash curler, and I'm just going to like pulse it on my lashes to make these little stumps have a bit of a lift. I was using that Revita lash, and it was actually really nice, and I used it for like 3 months. My lashes did grow, but then afterwards my eyes started to get really red and sore and swollen in the mornings. I think I just started to get allergic to it, which is really sad. But if anybody knows anything else that's kind of like Revita lash, can you please let me know? I just want really long natural lashes and like thick and healthy ones. I'm just taking my Iconic London mascara. I love this mascara. I kind of like to press the inner part of my lashes kind of inwards, like going in towards my nose. See, it's so good, isn't it? Right, now for lashes, I'm actually going to use single ones today. I know single ones are really tricky, but these lashes are so beautiful, and actually these have quite like a thick kind of root to them. These are the Swede Lashes Nikki Makeup No Lash Lash, and the trick is with these is to pull them off with the root. So this is how I do these kind of lashes. So I put a bit of dewy glue on the back of my hand, just like a dollop like that. Whilst it's kind of getting a bit tacky, I just let it dry off for a little bit, and then I take my tweezers and I grab from the root. Now normally with other lashes, I'll just grab them from the bottom, pull them up. These are really delicate and they will break off because the hairs are just so finely kind of stuck down. So yeah, I have to pull out off from the root, and then I just place it on my hand. Then I pick it up from the bottom of the lash like that, dip it into my glue, and then stick it on. So like that. And then I will do like the really long ones on the outer corner, then I'll do the medium ones in this section, and then I'll do the tiny little smaller ones in here, but I won't put anything in this part of my eye. I always think single lashes on brides look really beautiful, and then also if you just don't want to detect any false lash, they are kind of scary, which I do understand, but once you get used to doing it, it's fine. And they can be a bit fiddly, but it's just practice. And these I find so much better because the actual root is kind of large. Even though it's thin, it's large. Okay, I think we're done. Then for my waterline, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I sounded so posh saying that. Bad Gal Bang 24-hour eye pencil. And it's in the shade Deep Brown, and I'm just going to pop this on the waterline at the top. It always tickles, it never gets easier. It's like a really soft crayon. You don't get any of that like sharp wood scratching your eyeball out. Now onto the face. Yay! Maybe I should have kept you zoomed in. The tan on my neck is coming off and it really needs to scrub. But you know when you're waiting out, because like I have something that I'm gonna tan for. I have a couple of new products actually that I bought. So this is the NARS Tinted Glow Booster. I'm not really sure what you do with this product. I've seen a couple of people use it online. So this is in the shade medium dark. And I'm just gonna pop it on my hands and rub it in like you would a moisturiser. Maybe I should have googled to see how you actually use it. Oh, let's Google it because I'll probably put it on so wrongly. So it says it extends your makeup for 16 hours. Lightweight and layerable. It can be worn under foundation or as a natural illumination on the high points of the face. I mean, it has added a glow. It's got light-catching pearls that impact a golden glow. Pearl essence pigments create shimmering effects. Ooh. Okay. So I've used it underneath my makeup. I might add it with my foundation as well. I'm just going to add a little bit of strobe cream from MAC, just like on the highest points of my cheekbones, chin, down my nose, and then on my forehead just for an extra glow because we are going for a spring and summer look. Okay, so then foundation. Okay, let's just use Armani. I bet you guys literally just rolled your eyes at me. Standard Amy using Armani, but I've been using 6. So we'll just do like a half a pump of that. And then I've been using a new shade, which is 7.5. So we use a half a pump of that. It has more of a golden undertone, which is great for tanning. So then I'm going to use a pump of the NARS Glow Booster into that. That looks like an okay colour, doesn't it? And then to blend that in, I'm going to be taking the Zoeva 111 Petite Face Finish Brush. I don't want too much coverage. We've got some situationships going on here, so we will handle those in a minute. But apart from that, I don't want too much of a coverage. Don't forget to take it down the neck. These earrings are annoying. Cute though, they're from Zara. Also, what did you get up to for Valentine's Day? I went for dinner, which was really cute. And I sent my best friend some flowers because she's single and you gotta do it for your single friends as well. She was literally sat there for ages trying to figure out who sent her flowers. Her and her mum were like, who are these from? And then they were like, oh, Amy. But yeah, so that was cute. Yeah, so I just went for dinner and yeah, just had a nice little evening. So now for the situationships. I'm gonna take my RCMA foundation palette. This is the Shinto palette. Not the Shinto Dark, just the normal Shinto palette. And I'm just going to grab my rotten sponge. It needs clean, okay? Again, should I clean it? Right, I'm going to go clean it. Also, for anyone wondering what I use to clean my sponges, I actually use the Beauty Blender, like, soap liquid thing. I'll put it in the description box below for you guys. But yeah, it's actually really lovely. So now, let's cover up these spots. So I'm going to take this second shade in, I think. I don't think I need anything darker than that. And I'm just going to just start to cover them up. I've got cover on my forehead. It's going to go around my brows a little bit. Oh, this stopped recording. I have no clue what that it just stops recording. It's so annoying and it doesn't tell me. It doesn't make a sound. It doesn't flash. It doesn't turn off. I don't know when it stops. It's so annoying. But I mean, this camera's amazing, but like it's the most annoying thing about it. So yeah, if you missed any of that, I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger and Honey, mixed it together, shoved it on my face. I applied cream contour. The cream contour was the Florma contour stick in the shade 2. Oh, this is so annoying. It's fine. It's fine. Just carry on. The show must go on. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Natural Beige. I'm just going to pop a little bit here and here. I saw it on another YouTube video that it gives an illusion because you're using something lighter underneath the kind of eye bags, that it's brighter and you don't have eye bags. Just going to make sure the contour shades are all blended into the concealer. For powder, because I'm taking photos, I'm going to take the Benai Fair powder, and then I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and I'm going to use the pointy end to shove in the powder. Then I'm going to put the excess on the palm of my hand and just press this onto the concealer. It's kind of like a mini bake, but it's not baking because we're not leaving the powder on, we're just pressing it into the skin. Then also a trick that I learned from Sophia, who is the head makeup artist for Charlotte Tilbury, is if you put on powder and you still want that glow to the face before you put on like highlighter and stuff, is to take the Flawless Filter Primer from Charlotte Tilbury, shove a bit on the back of your hand, then pick some up with your fingers and just kind of pat it on to where you put powder, and it just like changes the powder into more of a cream. And then I'm just going to put some on the other side. Let's use this. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face Illuminator. And I'm just going to pop some on the back of my hand. It has like a pearly pink kind of essence to it. I'm going to take this on it's very sticky, but that's kind of what I want. This is a NYX brush, and I'm just going to pat this on. Then I'm going to take Iconic London Cheeky Coral Cream Sheer Blush. It just exploded and went everywhere. So I'm going to take a pea-sized amount on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to blend it out. I love this blush. It's so nice. I love like the kind of dewy finish it gives you. You've just got to be careful because obviously if you've powdered quite a lot, the wetness will take off the powder, so you do have to be slightly careful. Then I'm just going to take some Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to pop this on where we did the cream contour, just to kind of dry it off a little bit. Right, I'm going to finish off this under eye bit, and then we'll go on to this under eye section. Okay, so I went for more of like an orangey under eye. I think it looks better. I started to go a bit too yellow, and then I looked like I had conjunctivitis and thought abortion. Yeah, so basically I did exactly the same thing on top as the bottom with a different brush. So I'm taking my Morphe M507 brush, which again, this little guy is so great for like getting under there. I'm going to take that Au Naturel shade from the Colourpop palette and shove this underneath my eye on like the outer half of it. And then I'm going to take that Huda Beauty yellow and pop this here. And then take some of that orange Colourpop shade and pop it on the outer corner. Some more yellow. And then mascara is the Inglot J-Lo mascara. It's just the brush is so little. I don't know if you can buy this anymore, and I'll be really upset if they've discontinued it. Now I'm undecided. Do I put yellow in my waterline or do I not? I found this yellow in my makeup drawer, and I've had it for a while, and I feel like it could give me an eye infection because I've had it for a while and I don't know how long it's been there for. Is it worth the risk? Probably. So let's just pop it in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take that brown and pop it on the outer half. Ooh. For my nose highlighter, I'm just going to take the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter and just make like an exclamation mark on my nose. Okay, so for freckles, I'm taking this Phil Smith Root Touch-Up Root Concealer Spray. I know L'Oreal do some as well. Trick is to get just like a piece of kitchen roll and just practice your spray because you don't want a heavy hand. So I've just added a couple of freckles, and then let's do some lip liner and some lipstick. So I'm gonna do a nude lip, I think, but I'm gonna use a brown liner. This is Spiffy from Morphe. Morphe lip liners are great, by the way. They're really, really good. And they're so cheap. So for my lipstick colour, I'm going to take the Anastasia Nude Matte Lipstick. It's called Nude. I'm just going to hold it in the centre. And use my finger to blend it in. I feel like we need a little bit more glow, so I'm just going to take the Anastasia highlighter and just add a little bit more glow to the cheeks. So that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you did enjoy this look, and tell me what you want to see from me. I kind of lose inspiration sometimes, which is, I mean, every creative does, I guess. So leave me some comments in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this colourful-ish makeup look. It's not too extreme, it's still wearable, but it's a little bit of colour and a dash of yellow and orange. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video, and until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.